Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into the world of rare pennies and specifically focusing on the 1978 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin has captured the attention of collectors, and you might be surprised by how valuable it can be. So, let's break down everything you need to know about the current market value and what makes this penny worth a potential fortune. The 1978 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The absence of a mint mark means that the coin originated from Philadelphia, where mint marks were not used on pennies at the time. Despite the penny being common in circulation, certain factors make some of these coins extremely valuable. To understand why, let's dive into the details. First, let's talk about the condition of the coin. As with any collectible coin, the better the condition, the higher the value. Collectors look for coins that are in pristine condition, known as mint state. These coins are uncirculated and have no signs of wear or damage. Coins in mint state can command significantly higher prices at auction. For example, a 1978 no-mint mark penny graded MS-65 or higher by a professional grading service can be worth anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars. But why would a 1978 penny sell for millions? Well, it all comes down to rarity and errors. Error coins are a huge draw for collectors. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet issues can make a coin extremely rare and desirable. The more unique the error, the higher the demand. Some error pennies from 1978 have sold for staggering amounts at auctions, and collectors are always on the lookout for these valuable variations. Next, let's discuss what to look for in your 1978 penny. Start by examining your coin under good lighting and, if possible, with a magnifying glass. Check for any doubling on the letters or numbers, which is known as a double die error. Inspect the edges to see if the coin was struck off-center or has any unusual features. Even minor errors can add considerable value to the penny. Now, let's get into some real numbers. As of today, a regular 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in average circulated condition is generally worth its face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples in mint state can sell for between $5 and $30 or more, depending on their grade. Coins that have been professionally graded as MS-67 or higher can fetch prices of several $100s. The real excitement comes with rare error coins, which have sold for thousands or even millions of dollars at prestigious auctions. For instance, a high-grade 1978 penny with a prominent error could be worth a small fortune to the right collector. You might be wondering how to get your penny evaluated. If you believe you have a high-grade or error coin, it's best to have it graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading provides an expert opinion on the condition of the coin and can greatly increase its market value. So, what does this mean for you? If you happen to have a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, take a close look. It could be worth more than you think. Even if it's not in perfect condition or doesn't have an error, it's still a piece of American history. But who knows? You might just be holding on to a penny worth millions. 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, and what makes it special enough to be worth a significant amount in today's coin market. In some cases, we're talking about thousands, or even millions of dollars. Stay tuned to learn all about the coin's unique features, its current market value, and what makes it a dream find for collectors around the world. So, let's start with some background information. The 1984 Lincoln penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it has no mint mark. Remember, coins minted in Philadelphia during that time generally didn't feature a mint mark. Now, while many 1984 pennies are circulating in everyday change, only a few have characteristics that make them extremely valuable. It's these rare pennies we'll be discussing today. What makes some of these 1984 pennies worth so much? Well, the answer lies in the famous double die error. This error is the result of a mistake during the minting process, where a misalignment causes doubling on certain design elements of the coin. On the 1984 penny, the doubling is most noticeable on Abraham Lincoln's ear, which appears as if he has an extra or enlarged earlobe. This variety is famously known among collectors as the 1984 Double Deer penny. Now, when we talk about value, it's crucial to consider the coin's condition and grade. Coins in poor or average condition might fetch a few dollars or more, depending on the level of the error. However, uncirculated or high-grade examples with a visible and pronounced double deer error are where the big money comes in. Coins graded at MS65 or higher by grading services like PCGS or NGC can be extremely valuable. In fact, some of these coins have been sold at auctions for thousands of dollars, with exceptionally rare and high-grade examples even being valued at hundreds of thousands. So, let's get into some real numbers and market analysis. The most expensive 1984 Double Deer penny ever sold fetched tens of thousands of dollars. However, estimates place the value of an MS65 or higher coin in the range of several thousand to even tens of thousands, depending on the demand and collector interest at the time. Imagine finding one of these coins and discovering it could be worth a life-changing amount. It's this excitement that keeps coin collectors constantly on the hunt. If you have a 1984 Lincoln penny and you're curious about its potential worth, here's what to look for. First, grab a magnifying glass or a loupe. Inspect Abraham Lincoln's ear closely for any signs of doubling. The doubling should be quite noticeable and distinct. If you're unsure, you can compare it to images of known era coins. If you believe you have a double deer variety, getting it graded and authenticated by a professional service is a crucial next step. Once your coin is authenticated and graded, you'll have a clearer idea of its value. The rarity and desirability of your coin will depend on factors like the visibility of the error, the overall condition of the coin, and how well it has been preserved. High-grade examples are highly sought after, and having one could open up opportunities to sell at coin auctions or to serious collectors. Now, let's touch on why this coin, among other era coins, continues to intrigue numismatists. The double die error is considered one of the most visually striking and recognizable errors, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of this minting mishap. It represents a part of minting history that stands out, making these coins extremely special. So, to sum it up, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with the double deer error can be incredibly valuable. If you're a collector, it's worth keeping an eye out for this fascinating coin. And if you're lucky enough to own one, you might just have a hidden treasure in your collection. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and always stay curious about the coins you come across. 1988 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark that could be worth an astonishing amount of money. Yes, you heard that right. Some 1988 pennies have sold for thousands, and even potentially up to $1 million under certain circumstances. If you have a jar of pennies lying around, this video could make you want to check each and every one of them. First, let's talk about what we mean by the term no mint mark. If you look at a regular penny, you'll usually find a letter just below the year. This indicates where the penny was minted. For example, a D indicates the Denver Mint and an S refers to the San Francisco Mint. But if there's no mint mark at all, it means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. While this is quite common, there are specific details that can make a 1988 no mint mark penny very valuable. So, what makes the 1988 no mint mark penny so special? It comes down to a rare and unique error that occurred during the minting process. One of the most valuable errors to watch out for is the double die error. This happens when the coin's design is impressed twice by accident, leading to a doubling effect, particularly visible on letters or numbers. Collectors prize these errors because they are rare and often hard to spot without a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Doubling on the 1988 penny is most noticeable on the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the date. Keep in mind that only a professional coin grading expert can confirm whether your penny has a genuine double die error. But there's another big factor that could make your 1988 penny worth even more, and that's its condition. The value of any coin is greatly influenced by its grade, which is assessed based on factors like wear and luster. Pennies in uncirculated or mint state condition are the most sought after. These coins have sharp details, minimal wear, and can shine like they just came off the production line. If you have a pristine 1988 penny with a rare error like the double die, you could be looking at a small fortune. Now, let's discuss the numbers. How much can you actually get for a rare 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? For a penny in circulated condition without any significant errors, it's likely only worth its face value of 1 cent. But if you have an uncirculated or high-grade version with a notable error, the price can skyrocket. Recent auctions have seen some of these error coins sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And in truly exceptional cases, collectors have speculated that a perfect specimen could fetch well over $1 million if sold to the right buyer or at the right auction. Of course, these values depend heavily on demand among collectors and the coin's uniqueness. Coin collecting is a popular and competitive hobby, and it's driven by the thrill of discovering rare finds. So if you do come across a 1988 Lincoln penny in excellent condition or with a potential error, it could be a life-changing moment. But remember, before rushing to sell or spend your penny, it's essential to get it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will give your coin a verified grade and can significantly boost its value at auction or in private sales. To sum up, the 1988 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is one of those coins you don't want to overlook. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, it pays to be familiar with the potential value of the coins you come across. So go ahead, take a look at those pennies you have stashed away, and see if you might have a hidden treasure in your collection. 1994 Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny with no mint mark, a coin that has caught the attention of collectors due to its potential market value. If you have a 1994 Lincoln penny, you may be holding onto a piece of history that could be worth much more than its face value. But what makes this penny special, and why are some of them valued at thousands or even millions of dollars? First, let's break down the details of the 1994 Lincoln penny. Coins with no mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which, for many coins, is a common and unremarkable feature. However, certain errors and variations have led to this coin being highly sought after. These errors could include doubled dies, planchet flaws, or striking irregularities. Collectors are always on the lookout for these unique characteristics, as they can significantly increase a coin's value. One of the most desirable features that can make a 1994 Lincoln penny extremely valuable is a double die error. This occurs when the design is struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a noticeable doubling effect, particularly on the lettering or the date. If you notice any doubling on the words Liberty or In God We Trust, or if the date itself shows signs of duplication, you could be looking at a rare and valuable coin. Another factor to consider is the coin's condition, also known as its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state coins being in pristine condition, free from significant wear or damage. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For example, a 1994 Lincoln penny in mint state condition, especially if it features a double die error, can command extraordinary prices at auction. So, how much is a 1994 Lincoln penny with no mint mark really worth? In general, a standard 1994 Lincoln penny without any errors and in circulated condition is usually worth only its face value. However, if your penny is in uncirculated condition and has been preserved well, it could be worth a few dollars to a collector. The real value, though, comes into play when you have a coin with an error or unique attribute. For example, 1994 pennies with striking errors or doubled dies have been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auction. In some cases, exceptionally rare coins in perfect condition can even reach prices in the millions, especially if there's significant demand from collectors. It's crucial to have your penny authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations can confirm the authenticity of your coin and provide an official grade, which will help you determine its market value and attract serious buyers. Where can you sell a valuable 1994 Lincoln penny? You have several options, including online auction platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions, coin dealers, and coin shows. Always do thorough research or seek expert advice to ensure you're getting the best possible price for your coin. So, if you have a 1994 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, take a close look. Check for errors, assess its condition, and consider having it graded. Who knows? You could be holding on to a hidden treasure worth a significant amount of money. 2008 The Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, some of these pennies have shocked collectors and investors with their worth soaring into the millions. So stick around as we discover what makes this coin so special and why it's worth paying close attention to. First, let's talk about the basics of this coin. The 2008 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and it carries the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been in use since 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. In 2008, the final year of this design, these pennies were widely circulated and produced in large numbers, which makes it easy to overlook their potential worth. But what is it about some of these 2008 Lincoln pennies that makes them so valuable? The answer lies in rare errors and minting anomalies. The coin collecting world is all about the details. Any tiny mistake during production can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. In the case of the 2008 Lincoln penny, collectors are on the lookout for coins with unique errors, including double die obverse, severe die cracks, planchet errors, and off-center strikes. These rare mistakes can dramatically increase a coin's value. Another critical factor that determines a coin's worth is its condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition or those graded highly by professional coin grading services can fetch incredibly high prices. The grading scale, which ranges from poor to mint state 70, plays a huge role. If you happen to own a 2008 Lincoln penny that has a mint state grade of 65 or higher, you could be looking at a significant amount of money. To give you an idea of how much these coins can be worth, let's discuss some real-world auction results. In the past, pennies with unique errors or exceptional conditions have sold for thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars. In rare cases, when a coin is nearly flawless or has a significant error, the market value can even climb into the millions. The key is finding a coin that stands out among the millions produced. Collectors are always hunting for coins with unique traits, so if you think you have a rare 2008 penny, it's worth getting it professionally appraised and graded. A small investment in having your coin graded could potentially lead to a massive payday. Be sure to handle your coin carefully to avoid damage that could affect its grade. Use gloves when handling your coins and store them in protective cases to preserve their condition. So how can you tell if your 2008 Lincoln penny is one of these valuable treasures? First, examine it closely under good lighting, or use a magnifying glass to spot any visible errors. Look for signs like doubling on the letters or Lincoln's features, unusual cracks, or any irregularities in the coin's surface. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, you could be holding on to a highly valuable piece. Even if your 2008 penny doesn't have a visible error, it's still worth checking its condition. A penny in near-perfect shape can still be valuable to collectors who are always looking for the best examples of coins from each year. In the world of coin collecting, even a seemingly ordinary penny can be worth an extraordinary amount of money. The 2008 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of this, and it goes to show how a simple pocket change find could change your life if you know what to look for. So, go ahead and check your collection or spare change for a 2008 penny, and see if you're sitting on a hidden fortune. 1975 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, worth a mind-blowing $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. And before you check your pulse and run off to break open your old piggy bank, let's get into why this coin is worth more than a mansion. Okay, so first off, what's the big deal with this 1975 penny? Well, it all comes down to rarity and a mysterious missing mint mark. You see, normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia come with a tiny P mint mark. But in the case of our 1975 penny, that sneaky little letter is nowhere to be found. And that's what makes it as rare as a unicorn at a parking garage. I'm special because I'm different. No mint mark needed, thank you very much. Yep, that's one confident little penny. Now, let me tell you a story. A few years back, I was at my grandma's house, and she handed me a giant jar of coins and said, "Here, see if there's anything valuable in there." I spent an entire afternoon, hunched over, sifting through hundreds of pennies. I didn't find any $1,000,000 coins, but I did walk away with a whole lot of back pain. Moral of the story? You never know what you might find when you look closely, but it's always worth the hunt. So, what gives the 1975 penny its jaw-dropping $1.5 million value? It's a combination of scarcity, demand, and the fact that coin collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for the creme de la creme of coins. But here's a little secret: you're only going to find this treasure if you know what to look for. The 1975 penny should be in pristine condition, or what the pros call MS65 grade or higher. That's basically a penny that still looks like it's having a very good day. Here's a hot tip: if you do find a potential jackpot penny, handle it like a newborn kitten. No greasy fingers, and certainly no flipping it around like you're trying to decide on pizza toppings. Keep it safe, and get it professionally graded. Trust me, the last thing you want is to lose thousands, or millions, of dollars because you accidentally scratched your coin. Imagine explaining that to your family. Oh yeah, we could have been millionaires, but then I used our golden ticket penny to scratch off a lottery card. Yikes. Alright, my fellow coin crusaders, that's the scoop on the 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you've got an old jar of coins somewhere, now is definitely the time to channel your inner Indiana Jones and go treasure hunting. And if you do strike gold, or copper, feel free to send me a postcard from your new private island. Before you dash off to inspect every penny you've ever touched, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I've got more tips on how to turn your spare change into a fortune, plus strategies to up your coin collecting game. So don't miss out on your chance to make some serious money, just from loose change.